One thing I did wrong in my life was I tried for so many years to please people. And I did it at the expense of myself. I was leaving a lot in the tank, and when you do that, you stop living. But the person in your life is happiest because you're giving them everything they want. They have their life is full, but you feel empty.
You're never going to please everyone. Stop worrying about keeping everybody happy in the room. It doesn't exist. Remember that.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit what anybody says or what anybody thinks. I have this mindset. I know exactly who the f I am. I have my circle of people that I hang around with who know me and know what I'm about and whatever. And anybody else who doesn't like it or doesn't want to, I don't care.
I had to stop giving a fuck about people. That was the biggest thing. I had to stop caring what people thought about me. I realized that everybody's fucked up.
Whenever you try to do something out of the ordinary, people will line up to tell you that you can't do it, why you can't do it, that you'll lose your time, you'll lose your money, that you will in effect die in the desert. Even people who should know better will try to discourage you. To achieve anything greater worthwhile, you must train yourself to rise above these people, ignoring them and pressing on towards your goal regardless.
Everybody that's talking to you about how jacked up you are, only thing they've done better than you is they've hidden their fucked up world better than you have. That's all they've done.
Figure out what you want, ignore the opinions of others, and do so much volume that it would be unreasonable that you would be unsuccessful.
Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick one. When your friends start to say, "You've changed," remember, it's because they don't know how to say, "You've grown."
I used to think that there was something wrong with me, when in reality, I just didn't understand what the nature of being exceptional meant. To be exceptional means that you are the exception. It means that you are not normal. And so it's normal for normal people to find you abnormal if you do things that are not normal. Don't let people who have mediocre goals deter you from taking actions that make you great, because it makes you different.
I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game or that aren't on the same path, you know what I mean? Because it's just not, it doesn't make sense.
You put so much practice into you that you can ignore every one of them that are telling you you're not gonna make it and still be able to fake it. Because you have put the practice in that you know this is the process. It's such a daunting task that all the voices are saying no. But you still had the conviction that I know I can do this. And that's what it took for me to get here.
You know, when you're built different than everybody else and you have this desire for more and this desire for achievement and this desire to win, everybody else looks at you like you're fucked up. And they'll tell you that too. You know, what the f- is wrong with you? Like, why can't you just relax? Why can't you just do this? Because I'm just not built that way, man. And as I've gotten a little bit older, I've gotten better at accepting it. And just sort of embracing the fact that this provides a lot of good, but there's a lot of things that you have to deal with that come that aren't so good.
If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. There's no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want.
So, friendly reminder that most people are fat, poor, pansies. Don't listen to them when they try to deter you from doing whatever it takes to succeed. So the average person will always try to keep you average. It makes sense that if you want to be extraordinary, you will do things that an ordinary person would see as extra, right? And so a lot of people, and this is the really hard part that I had to come to terms with, is that a lot of people want to see you fail because it justifies the risk that they chose not to take. We always have to think about listening to the people who are closest to our goals, not closest to us. And if you want a more violent version of this, your critics are going to eventually die. And their opinion isn't going to matter then, which means it probably also doesn't matter now.
Let them talk. Let them judge you. Let them keep on making up false stories about you that you never even heard about. Let them keep on counting you out and misunderstanding your purpose. Because in order to be truly successful, you have to be willing to take the negativity that comes along with it.
All right, they're hating on you, so what? They don't believe in you, so what? You gotta stop letting the outside noise stop you from your grind, bro, because they're the fans in your story. They're in the bleachers for the reason. You're in the game. You really out here in the field. When you gonna stop letting nobody tell you about you? You're the one. You gonna make it. You're the dog. You gotta stop being soft, bro. Have tunnel vision in everything that you do and block out all the noise.
The biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't. People delay doing things they don't like for longer than it takes to do them.
He was like, the only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. And that's when he said, success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge. Because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. He's like, all you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you.
Listen, man, the biggest revenge is just winning so big that people can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all cry about the haters you have. You want a bunch of haters. You want all the people mad at you. You want everybody saying that guy. Because if they're saying that guy, it's because you're winning so big that it just irritates the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
So that's how I prefer to do it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Just clean winning, man.
Just
I like
keep winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
hate all you want. I'm over here smiling and doing my shit. You know? The winning will continue.
Keep it pushing. Let it make you stronger. When you process it and look at it, let it make you a better person. Like he said, what's the lesson in it? What's the blessing in it? Everything we encounter carries with it a seed that's a lesson or a blessing. Now, for us to extract it, that's up to us. The perspective that we have about it, that's all on us.
Yo, we all are great. We all should think that we're great. There's no reason for you to not think that you're great. If you don't think you're great, ask yourself why. Why don't you think the highest of yourself?
At least for me, a massive, significant part of my life, and then lastly is don't listen to people that are going to tell you that you can't do it. Don't listen to haters. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to people that give you advice that tell you to slow down, or you shouldn't do it, or you can't do it, or the time's not right, or any of those other things. Those are dream stealers. They were sent to you to see if you'll overcome them. They were sent to you to test your resiliency. And if you can overcome that, if you just discard all of that stuff and you get clear on those other things, you've got a really good chance of doing something great with your life. And just remember what you were put here to do. You're not a mistake. You're not here by an accident. You were born to do something great with your life. You were born to make a difference with your life. This is a fact. Every one of us was put here to do something special, and that special thing is to help one another in some way, shape, or form. And if you can just remember that and negotiate the price in advance, decide now that your will to win cannot be bought by any failure or any success. And now you've got a chance to do something special with your life. And once you've made that decision, just get ready, because here comes all the adversity. Just get ready. Here comes all the setbacks, all the failures, all the rejection. It's part of it. So just like when it's happening to you, you shouldn't be going, oh my God, that's a sign it's not for me, or I should shift, or maybe I can only take so much, or I'm the guy who, should I go into something I'm not cut out for? Just get ready. Adversity, setbacks, rejection, certain things you'll reach and they weren't as good as you thought when you'd get there, right? There's all kinds of stuff that happens when you get there. Like, I thought it'd be better than this, right? All of it's there. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the path. Just accept that and do something great with your life, and stop acting like you don't know. Stop acting like you can't get it done, like you're one key away.